All right, everyone, here we go with a Friday reading. Let's do it. One card for each sign. What are they thinking and feeling? Well, randomly at the bottom of the deck after I cut it, I haven't shuffled yet, I just did a cut, is 10 Wands. Yeah, I bet. No doubt. If you watch the March readings, no doubt. Let's shuffle the deck here. Let's do it. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. You're all moving at different speeds on your timeline. It could be future influence for you. And remember, I can't predict free will. But we're not asking about that. We're asking what they're thinking and feeling here in the Friday reading. One card for each sign, no clarifiers. Never mind the signs. I'm not your fucking astrologer. About 9 out of the 12 should resonate with you. We're just splitting the soulmate cycle into 12 pieces. There's text at the top of the description that explains why there's no timestamps for any new people, because that's not how energy works. Everything is connected, right? Everything is energy and everything is connected, and you're all part of a cycle. 3 of Pentacles. They're thinking about it. Want something here. Want a partnership. Want something. Want to try again. Want to start over. They're all actually, with the thought process, the way the energy feels, it feels like somebody's thinking differently, right? Looking at things from angles they hadn't looked at it before. It's possible. All right, let's go. Our story begins with Aries, position 1, ends with position 12, which is Pisces. Again, pay attention to everything. Doesn't matter what your sign is. I'm not your fucking astrologer. But we put the signs because people like it. And we want to give people what they like. Okay, position 1, slice number 1 of our 12 slice pie. Aries position here, 3 of Wands. Thinking about it. It's what I said about this. It's strangely, it's what I said. This is someone looking in new directions, looking out on the horizon going, I need to make different decisions. So somebody's looking at you in a new light is the way this is reading. Okay? That's the way it's coming across. It's a nice way to start our story. We'll find out where our story goes as we keep going here. Position 2, slice number 2, Taurus, for those of you with the sign thing. Knight of Pentacles. It's a very ego-based, stubborn energy. This is a very, how do I phrase this? It's someone who's coming towards you but doesn't want to. And they're telling themselves all kinds of things to try to stop themselves, but they can't stop themselves. Okay? This is almost, I'm just translating feelings into words because that's how I get the energy. This is almost somebody you might say about them, they just can't help themselves. They continually snatch defeat from the hands of victory, sort of a thing. They are coming towards you, though. Somebody here is at least realizing that maybe they're running, or if you were with this person, it was their fault. Somebody here they don't like it, but, it's a reliable energy. It's just, it could be going a lot faster like the Knight of Pentacles always is. Okay. Gemini, position 3. The World. This is just... Did you watch the Gemini monthly reading? I mean, it's the World. It's the most powerful card I could pull. This is just... Somebody here is completely living a new life. In completely new energy. And I think it's because of you. What they're thinking and feeling is bliss, happiness. It's just, it feels good. It feels new. I pick up newness here. Okay? Pay attention to your monthly reading. I'll say that for everybody because this is the Friday reading after I do the monthly readings. You're going to have to refer back to your monthly reading. But wow, that is. I wish I could just stop here. All right, Cancerian position, the all signs position, because it's the hot spot of the connection cycle. So this is for everybody in some way, okay? But it is the Cancerian spot. It bookends, it's red with the 3 of Wands here. 8 of Cups. Somebody's making a decision to do something differently. Somebody knows they fucked up with you. You're the 8 broken cups here. They went and smashed it. They were beautiful. It was a beautiful set, an 8-piece set. It was beautiful, and they stepped on it. And they know it. And they're thinking about, again, thinking about you in a new light, thinking about themselves in a new light. I like this. Tomorrow in the weekly reading, we ask what actions they're likely to take in the upcoming week's energy, and we clarify that one. But we need this as a starting point, or I do. Anyway, people are mixed about the Friday reading. I love the Friday reading. For me, it's very helpful. But we don't always get the information because, you know, when you're asking what someone's thinking and feeling, if it's not for the greater good, you don't get it. It gets redacted. But I'm not getting redacted here. I'm getting somebody who realizes they fucked up what could have been a good thing. They fucked up a really good set of glasses. Okay. Leo position. The Leo soap opera. Okay. Position 5. Slice number 5 of our pie. Ace of Wands. Someone is passionately moving forward. This is feedbacking off of this and this, which means they have, we didn't really get an indication in the monthly reading in the Leo soap opera that they left somebody, but I think they have. They're walking away from 8 broken cups because it's the energy's going like that. All right, I'm not getting the world here. I wish I was. But the Ace of Wands here, it's a passionate. They're passionate about starting over, a new life, a new whatever. Very passionate about it. I think where it pertains to you, though, they keep blowing out the match for reasons I told you in your monthly reading. Okay, it just, you know, oh, too much time has passed. There is a little of that energy here. All right. Wow. And I don't always remember the readings. That one I remember because I hate that frequency of devil energy. I hate it. Okay, Virgo, position 6. Sometimes the wild card where you guys show up. You guys have to show up somewhere. It's usually either position 6 or position 11, which is Aquarius. Let's go here. 10 swords. Yeah, somebody's giving up. You have an energy attached to you that's just giving up. Oh, it's too late. Oh, I fucked that up. It's that old energy that came up in your monthly reading. And it's sort of someone who feels sorry for themselves in a way. It's self-pity is what I'm getting here a little bit. Defeatist, you might say. Okay? That's what I get. Pay attention to your monthly reading. Whatever the hell I said in there. Libra, position 7. You're being watched. Okay? That's it. That's what I get off the top of it. You have an energy around you that is watching you, I would say like a hawk, but in this case I have to say like a barn owl. Yeah, same difference really. You know. Jeez, I wish I had more to tell you. I don't. It's like a flatline energy, but they got their, you know, they're thinking about you long and hard. I mean, they might be getting long and hard. I don't know. They're just ready to pounce, I guess. You're like a mouse to that barn owl. I don't know what that means. We'll find out tomorrow in the weekly reading when we see what actions they're likely to take. Scorpio, my hot Scorpios. Position 8. Empress. This is somebody else's energy. I'm pulling on the incoming energy. I get an Empress. I get somebody who is very emotional. I don't remember what your monthly reading is. I don't. But I believe they're very emotional towards you. For reasons I would have probably covered in the monthly reading. That's just all I get. I get a lot of emotion. Makes me want to cry in a way. It's sort of like that in a way. I don't think this person's usually in this kind of energy. All right. So you're definitely on their mind. Okay. No doubt about that. Position 9. My Sagittarians. What a reading that was in the monthly reading. I don't remember it, but I do remember as usual it was something. Oh, you had the threesome, right? The triad soulmate connection. Oh yeah, and somebody read you wrong. Wasn't that yours? Wasn't that the monthly read? Oh yeah. What's here? 7 wands. I say the same thing here I said here. Somebody's just keeping an eye on. This is my casing out the joint energy. Somebody in the distance. I don't even think you realize that you dominate this person's thoughts, whoever it is. You're dominating their thoughts. Imagine in your mind's eye, if you will, your house, right? I don't care. Don't come at me and go, I live in a hostel, Steve, or I'm in an apartment, whatever. House, apartment, hostel, pup tent behind 7-Eleven, whatever it is. And there's a little hill in the back. Okay, and there's some rocks on the hill, and behind the rock is somebody's head poking up over the top, and they just stare at it all day. Stare at your house, your hostel, your pup tent, your apartment, whatever it is. I don't mean to say that somebody's literally stalking you like that, but energetically that's what's going on. You dominate their thoughts. You know, you're their whole thing right now. And there's a little bit of hostility to it for some reason. And probably for reasons I explained in that ridiculous monthly reading. That was a lot of energy. Okay, position 10. We'll see what actions, again, tomorrow in the weekly reading, actions people take, blah, blah, blah. Position 10, Capricorn. 10 of Wands, the card I showed you after the cut when I started this reading. I don't want you to take this the wrong way, because it's not your fucking problem, right? You're causing someone a lot of, there's a lot of pain coming off of this. I would say you're causing someone a lot of pain, but it's their own pain. They're blaming you, but it's really a guilt energy inside them. It's sort of like the way a narcissist will shift blame. It's never their fault. They can do no wrong. It's always somebody else and blah, blah, blah. Right? They try to deflect and shift blame and all that. Yeah, well, look at what that person did. Never mind what I did, like some kind of magician with misdirection, right? That's what a narcissist does. This is more of, instead of blame shifting, guilt shifting, okay? Somebody wanting to put the guilt that they feel, they don't want to feel it, so they just shift it back on the other side. It's very hard to read. It's very strange energy. Definitely not an energy I personally relate to. But yeah, someone's blaming you for causing them a lot of pain. Whatever the hell that means to you, take it for what it's worth. You just have to catch my drift, okay? But it's riddled with guilt kind of a feeling here. Okay. All right, position 11. My other wild card spot, this could be you guys. This could be just incoming energy. I don't know. Aquarius, position 11. The Aquarius reading, I think was for a lot more, monthly reading, I think was for a lot more people than just Aquarians. You know, but I'm not surprised by the low number of views on it, because I don't attract a lot of Aquarians to the channel usually, because I don't pull on it on that angle very often. But I think if you're compelled to watch the Aquarius monthly reading, I suggest you motherfucking watch it. Okay? King of Cups. Yeah. Every fucking body is going to tell you how they feel. I have either one person or a whole bunch of people coming to tell you how they feel. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean, like I said, I remember the Aquarius monthly reading at least a little bit. Like I said, in this case here, it doesn't have to be someone coming to tell you that they love you. I'm talking about people coming to you to tell you how they feel, in a sense of maybe you can make sense of it or something along those lines. Okay? That's what I get. In a sense, you could look at this as, well, instead of the King of Cups, it's the King of Pain, right? That old song from Sting and the Police, right? The King of Pain. You're the King of Pain. You're the solver of the problems, or something along those lines. Okay. All right. Position 12, pay attention to the monthly reading, and remember what I said. It doesn't matter what your sign is. When I blow through the signs for the month, I'm just doing one reading for each sign instead of one card. I'm still just splitting the soulmate cycle up into 12 pieces. If you're compelled to watch that reading for any reason, the Aquarius reading, watch it. Don't care what your sign is. I'm not your fucking astrologer. Position 12. Slice number 12 of our 12 slice pie, the Pisces position, always read with position 1 and 5, which I've only half figured out, and I'm not bothering figuring out the other half. I don't care. It just always, boom, these two energies. So far we got a 3 of Wands, an Ace of Wands, and whatever the hell our story ends with, 10 of Cups. Yep, I believe it. I believe it. So somebody here is, you've always been important to this energy, but they somehow have made you even more important. They've almost turned you into some sort of demigod. In other words, somebody's putting you up on a pedestal. They may be a little bit delusional. You might, I'm sure you're great. Don't get me wrong. Two fish, right? I mean, the Pisces position, it's Pisces season. Yeah, I'm sure you're great. But they're making you, they're blowing it up. And why that's bad is that's part of what's slowing them down in coming towards you. When we think somebody is a god, right, just as an example, we're a little nervous to approach, whereas we just think, oh, I'm hot for that person, I'm gonna go ask them out, kind of a thing, that sort of thing. All right, so they keep blowing out the Ace of Wands match. It lights, yeah, I'm going in, yep, focused on you, and then they blow it out. That's why this energy is going slow. They've put you on some kind of pedestal. You emotionally to this person, you're way more than what you actually are. I mean, the emotions are exaggerated ridiculously. I mean, the way I'm getting this, you're some kind of magical being that can, you know, I mean, it's just, you're the unicorn, if you will. All right? So that's what's slowing them down. I think we talked about that in the monthly reading. This energy's going very slow. In fact, slower. The incoming energies here in this angle are the slowest approaching in the entire cycle. All right? So, and there's reasons for it. When we do that, when we put people on a pedestal, we get, you know, it gets more nerve-wracking to approach, you know. So that's why we shouldn't do that. Never put anybody on a pedestal and never meet your heroes. I've told you that before. Okay. Let's add it all up. 3 cards, and we're going to talk to the witches. Let's add it up. 3 cards and a bottom card. What's the incoming energy thinking and feeling? Sum it up for me, universe. Sum it all up. Add it up. Let's go. What are the incoming energies here thinking and feeling in under the current energies? I would have expected a bit more optimism in the energy. I think the DM side of this cycle has a hard time with emotions coming up. I feel it around here, around this one, and around this one. That's not dealing with... Feminine energies are high on both sides in the month of March in general. I think the DF side obviously is much better at dealing with that and handling those emotions. Let's see where we go. So probably they'll take better advantage of the youthful exuberance and optimism. And I'm right. Adding it all up, the bottom card, the environmental energy crossing the center card, the base energy I'll pull, is the 9 of Swords. Yeah. I mean, the feminine energies are up. There's anxiety. It's just a lot of anxiety. It ties a lot to what I said around the number 12 position. The end of our story is very important. It's just like a book. The beginning is important. The end is important. It should tie everything together. So I'd say that sums it up nicely. Right there. 9 Swords. And they're worried about nonsense, too. You know, it's a whole lot of nonsense. Like what I said about position 12 here. Putting somebody on a pedestal or, you know, exaggerating the emotions and all of that. It's just, it's... You know, it's nonsense. All right, here we go. 3 cards. Knight of Swords, center card. 9 of Cups, exactly what I said. I'll pull the last card, but in the base energy, the 9 of Cups, bliss, emotional fulfillment. The emotions in general, the happiness, the emotionally fulfilled, if you will. Again, just not handling the emotions well. However, the good news is this is a Knight of Swords. Brings a message of change. Here we go. The Hermit. The Knight of Swords is read with the Hermit. They all sitting there. Just sit. Hermit. This is literal hermiting. Okay? Sit there. They all got ants in the pants to say something. There's something in each angle, each slice of this pie. Somebody has somebody attached to them that's got something to say that to that person is very fucking important. Very, as though somebody hired them and paid them to say it. Much like I often call this my Paul Revere card, right? He's got a message. I'm hiring you, you're going to run through town, you're going to say this, right, that kind of thing. Which is false history, but anyway, doesn't matter. At the end of it, that's not exactly what happened. They were actually very quiet. But that being said, they all got something very important, but right now, hermiting, sitting with it. We'll see tomorrow in the weekly reading what actions they're likely to take. Sitting with it probably because of this nonsense. All right? We'll see tomorrow in the weekly reading what actions they're likely to take. We do the same thing, but we clarify. All right? That's it. That's your reading. Friday reading. I hope it was helpful. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. All right, good luck.